Hello and welcome back to Luminous Arc Infinity. Today we shall do a bit of maintenance on our party. In the last few fights we kind of barely made it, and that's pretty much unacceptable, alright? We are traveling with and gathering up all the divas, or shall I say the idols in this world, and being the most powerful beings in this world, or so I believe, you would expect some level of ass kicking and not the other way around, being ass kicked. Not to mention that in the last episode, we did not find one but two idols. Well, technically it's just one, it's the kitty professor. The other one happens to be her genoid servant who happens to regularly gravitate between having a sweet voice and an extremely rude attitude. But nonetheless, let us customize the equipment for our newest members. No weapons? Really? There's accessories and armor, but no weapons? In fact, what does she use as a weapon? A syringe? And it seems like we don't really have an upgrade for her armor. Okay, I'm not complaining. It just means that I don't really have to spend that much money. But anyway, let's see whether she has any gear that can be upgraded. As with the master, there is no upgrades for her armor, and we don't have any weapons for her either. Okay, this is strange. You know, out of curiosity, I'm just gonna take a look at what kind of weapons they have. Now, where was it? I was sure it's under status. I don't see any weapon, but since we're here, let's give her some items. Like a sandwich. And what shall the other item be? There's a choice between these two. One gives slightly less defense in exchange for some CHR, of which I have absolutely no idea what is CHR. I'm assuming it's charisma. Anyway, that's done. Now for Sheena. And because she seems to be some sort of bodyguard to the small kid, so let us buff her defense. Alright, and that is that. Now for their skills, which I cannot remember where it is. Was it under impressions? Man, look at this. We're almost at the halfway point of collecting all the idols. We are at a pretty okay relationship level with all of them, with the exception of Brigitta, because I would say we went through the ritual with her quite often. Or in other words, we touched her very often. And as for you, you extremely rude robot. Although you have an admittedly nice set of honkers, I am quite reluctant to go through the ritual with you. In fact, does it even work for you? At any rate, it doesn't seem like we can configure their skill points here. No, this is the model viewer. But since we're here, let's check out what weapons they hold. So she holds some sort of mechanical arm with a hammer at the end. Reminds me of Charlotte from Infinite Stratos. So, where are weapons? What, you're gonna use your head to hit people? But anyway, we're here for the skill trees, not to admire them. We can do that later when we're touching them. And I think I just said something amazing, and here are the skill trees. And why is she considered a variety idol? In fact, what does the variety stand for? I guess it could stand for the fact that she's either 1, very versatile, or 2, very comedic, because it's a reference to variety shows. But I don't think that the game makers are that cruel, right? So what I'm doing now is spending my aura points on everything that I see until I reach the end, then we'll see what I'll do with the remaining points. Assuming I have some remaining points. And I'm not too sure about the song that we just unlocked for her, because what it does is to increase our luck stat. So I mean, what does it really do? I guess it increases the chance of us dealing a critical strike, but other than that, what does it do? Notwithstanding the fact that it kind of adds to the RNG factor, which I'm sure some people are pretty uncomfortable with. But honestly, if you come to a JRPG expecting no RNG, you're doing something wrong. But anyway, back to what we're doing. Rito's Blade, something like that. And the other ability is Life Suck. No, seriously, that's what it says, Life Suck. So naturally, what that means is, well, drain life. I'll take it. Survivability is, really important. Okay, next character. Let's do the usual by pumping as many points as possible. And although from the description I have absolutely no idea what it does, I would like to point out that this character describes herself as an android with a heart. Somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, let's not go there. And since you are such a weird character, we will bestow upon you the dubious honor of being the first character to go down a side path. So instead of having you go straight through variety, we shall have you go down the cool route. No, we will definitely not give you the pure route, because your foul language is anything but pure. But, like I think I've pointed out earlier, the different branches actually don't really matter except for the different songs that you can learn. In between the songs, the stats and abilities that you can learn are like kind of more or less the same, with only minor differences here and there. And also different paths gives you different abilities earlier than others. Okay, so we straight up do not have any more aura points for you. Let's check out our other characters. And lastly, Vegeta. She's probably going like, huh, I've contributed so much in this battle. I definitely got lots of aura points. But unfortunately, she only has 345. However, I shall reward that confidence of hers with a skill that increases her critical strike chance against enemies that are higher level than she is. Oh yeah, I forgot. There was one more character, Lana. Alright, we are done with the boring and, well, pretty important parts. Now on to the more exciting and, well, it's arguably just as important parts. We're going to talk to the idols and we are going to improve our relationship with them. And you are not one of them. I've said it already, although you have a nice set of honkers, you have an equally foul mouth, and we will not give you the joy and pleasure that you desire until a later time. Let's see, who's at the pool? I see Aqua and Joker. So who's in the common hallway? I'm guessing it's part of the weird scientist girl. And where the hell is she? I don't seem to see... Oh wait, there she is. Hello! Actually, what are you doing here? I guess these doors are like all their rooms or something. Let's see, who should I go for? Choices, choices, choices. Yeah. You must remember, take a look at the top left. We only have 70 breakpoints to spend on these kind of activities. So we can't like just do everything all at once. Even a strapping young man, just like our protagonist, has limitations. And so now, what we will do is to engage in some idol talk with this idol. And so what's going on now is that she has invented something that allows us to fly in the air, notwithstanding that our city is already flying in the air. But yes, and she's also being very, I would say annoyingly teasing about it. She's like, are you sure you want to know? It's a secret. And in the next sentence, she's all raring and ready to show off. I mean, come on. But anyway, we managed to get her to convince herself to show us what the hell is it all about. But in exchange, we are to test it out. And from the very short description, I think her great invention is just a hot air balloon. Well, I guess that is rather revolutionary. Decision time! The top one says, this isn't going to hurt, right? And the second option is, why don't you try it out on your assistant Sheena? To be very honest, I like the second decision better. But because we are a gentleman, I will choose the first option. And judging by her reaction and our protagonist's reaction, she hasn't actually tested it out yet. Great. And from the rest of the conversation, it seems like her inventions are like the goblins from World of Warcraft. You know, it's unreliable and prone to mishaps, including but not limited to catastrophic explosions, things flying in random directions, To which she replies, "Oh, you don't have to worry about that." Regardless, that has improved our relationship with her by 30 points. I have no idea how many are there in total. Okay, now then, what shall we do? Shall we engage in that naughty moment with her?
ちょっといいか?
Should we give her a present? But then again, I don't really know what to give, nor am I sure if I actually have anything to give. I know, we'll start with Lana. I did say that undergoing the ritual, or should I say touching, Lana was a pretty interesting experience. If I haven't mentioned it before, I'll say it again. She does look pretty hot in the swimsuit. And I'm saying this despite the fact that, she is not as well endowed. But then again, you could make the argument that, boobs on everything. And in this case, with her, I would agree.
Yeah.
Let's get started. Man, look at this. It is as I remembered. Man, look at that. And I should mention again that I like her footwear. Let's now get down to business. Oh. Oh my. Heh heh heh. We only needed 4 touches. And now, the screen is becoming all shiny. And this is the part which I have absolutely no idea what am I supposed to do. So, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna randomly touch places. I mean, I'm supposed to... And we did get a grade. Not to mention the fact that we have improved our standing with her. I guess I gotta read the tutorials again, Although I give this game a lot of flack for the masses of tutorials, this time, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna read them. And I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna work them. And now for you.
Yeah.
And now it's your turn. Oh my. I'm having second thoughts about doing this to you. Because seriously, if anyone were to watch... Oh, nice footwear again. I don't know why, I always notice their shoes. But look at these. They look pretty nice. It's like they hired an actual designer to do this. But anyway, like I was saying, I would recommend that you do this in a place where no one's around, because if they were to see this on your screen, good luck to you. And I'll be honest, the sounds that she's making aren't very arousing, I would say. Not to mention the fact that we are taking a few more touches than usual to get her into the mood. But we do in the end. And look at her face. She's saying, "Oh my god, this is amazing." So let us now continue to admire her. Anyway, yes. Let us now continue to perform whatever we are supposed to perform on her. And she's not giving us much clues as to where to touch her. Not to mention the fact that I'm looking at her right now and I kind of feel a little sinful in the wrong sort of way when I'm doing this to her. Yeah, oh my god, no. This does not by any means mean that I am awakening the Lolicon in me. No, I am not a Lolicon, damn it. But, yeah, at any rate, that was the end of this chapter. And now we are on to the next chapter, where we are dealing with somebody who is sad and running away from home. Well, okay, not really. I kind of like botched up the title there.
おはようシート。パルスのモーニングコールだよ。
And despite the very somber sounding title, we are given a very cheery wake-up call by Suit, whom we have just touched like not too long ago. I think I need to go and cleanse myself in the bathroom later. At any rate, this short episode was simply just to show you something that I have been trying to show you for the past 2 weeks, which is the fact that Lana actually looks pretty hot in the swimsuit, and by the extension, so does Suit. And I will admit that I am quite interested to see how does Sheena look in the swimsuit. But we will leave that for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time!